Want to know how to get more car count? On this video, I answer subscriber questions about car count, ROI, and other marketing things, so buckle up because we're starting right now. Hey, I'm Matthew. Welcome to Car Count Hackers. Here, we're all about growing your car count, income, and profits so that you can change the lifestyle of everyone that you care about. Go ahead and hit that subscriber button, ring the bell icon. That way, you'll know every time I upload new content. So are you ready to jump right into this? Let me tell you that Chris at Dream Auto's Service Center sent me an email message. Thank you very much, Chris. I really appreciate it. But you asked a whole bunch of questions, and I decided that I want to unpack this for you and probably need to split this up in a few different videos. But let's get into it. Here's what Chris said. Chris said, Matthew, first, I have to update you on previous conversations. We had questions about avoiding people that wanted to bring in their own parts, and you hit right on it in a video from another person's question. But hold on, Chris. I got other tips and tricks that I've dug into, and I'm going to release that in another video following. Just hold on for that. Chris went on to say in his email, the other thing we wondered was what kind of car count should we be looking for being new, which you kind of hit on some numbers for goals for growth in a few videos. Hold on, Chris, I got more on that too. Chris went on to say, we see between 60 and 85 new customers consistently every month. Chris, that's a fist pump. You're killing it. Keep up the good work. Chris went on to say that we see about 150 to 175 cars a month and average between 180 and 220 per RO. Now, I know this is kind of low, but it's also due to a lot of New York State inspections and not a lot of tire sales, which really hurts our averages when they don't need much service and there's a low margin on tires. So my question is, how do we increase average RO numbers in conjunction with the car count increase? Great question, Chris. But there's a little more in this, and I want to get to the rest of your email. Chris went on to say, now to your original question, ROI for marketing. I guess it depends on the type and cost of the marketing deployed. If it's free or 17 cents, I did a video about that 17-cent marketing, and I'm going to link it up here. Chris goes on to say that $40 to $100 would be nice, but 250,000% is even better. Yeah, I know, it would be great, wouldn't it? If I spend $1,000 on something, I'd like to see a minimum of 150 to 300%, because breaking even is never the goal. It has to be profitable. Chris carries on to say, keep up the great work on these videos, Matthew. Most mornings, these are playing on my drive-in through car speakers. Chris, now you're starting to make me blush, but thank you so much for your question. I really do appreciate it. So Chris, let's deal with the ROI issue on this video. The first thing I'm going to tell you is this. I don't want to say I disagree with you. Yes, you want your marketing to be profitable, but there are some times that, maybe you just get your money back. And ask me how I know. Yeah, guilty. Been there and done that. So what I'm going to suggest you look at is, number one, I'm going to suggest you build assets. And by that, I mean develop different offers. It may be an offer that's wrapped around your New York State inspection. Come get a New York State inspection and get this. I can't give you the numbers because I don't know what your shop is doing, how many techs you have available, and stuff like that. But think along those lines. The other thing is, what about the basic oil change offer? I said it 100 times. The average driver doesn't know he needs anything. I promise. They don't get out of bed saying, boy, I can't wait to get a new timing belt today. I'm not saying they don't need it. I'm saying that's not what they're thinking of. The only service that the typical car owner knows he needs is an oil change. So build your offers around an oil change. Now, I've got a great download. If you or anyone else watching this video hasn't downloaded it, I urge you to have a look at this one-page download on how to create kick-butt offers that sell. It's a simple fill in the blanks. But back to Chris's question. The other thing I would suggest you look at is, typically when I start into working with a repair shop, I want to look at a bunch of different offers and, fail small. So I'm not going to go out and invest $1,000 on something. I might invest $100 on 2 or 3 different offers and look at where the response is. Look at what the ROI is, and then take that and scale it fast. So in short, go out and create different offers so you create the assets first. You know what offers you're going to have, and you can take this to any level. You can take this right to, through into air conditioning offers, heater check offers, any of them. You know the services that you do, so you can build offers around that. But if you've got those assets, then you can quickly deploy small campaigns and fail small. That way, when you know what works, you then scale it rapidly. Back to your point, Chris, a marketing campaign where you look at developing 150 to 300% ROI is a great target. It's not a bad target, and that's why I can't understand how so many shop owners just don't do a lot of offers. When you can generate a 200 or 300% ROI on a consistent basis, even if it's 100% ROI, that's where a lot of shop owners are missing it. They're sitting around twiddling their thumbs and wondering why cars aren't driving into their shop, yet they're not making offers. I did a previous video about the one thing I told a struggling auto repair shop owner. The one most important thing. So fail small, scale large when you know what's working. But Chris, to answer your question, I don't totally disagree with you, but you're right, marketing should be profitable, but you don't know which one is going to be the most profitable. That way, if you test little offers and fail small, you're not going to get hurt, and take the ones that are working and scale it quickly. If this video's been helpful, go ahead and tickle that like button, and feel free to share this with a shop owner that you think might find help. In the meantime, I'm Matthew Lee. I can't wait to see you on the next video. And by the way, we still have other videos to follow on answering all of your questions, Chris, and that's including what to do with customers when they come looking for you to install their parts. You also had a question about increasing your average RO, so be sure you subscribe, and we'll be following up with those answers very shortly.